Hi, everybody, it's Alicia, and welcome to the hot seat. Oh, I'm excited for today's session. And if you haven't submitted a question and you want to be in the hot seat, let us know in the chat box so that we can pull you into the hot seat. And we're going to get right into it. A hot seat basically is you have a question, you want some one-on-one coaching, ask that question so that we can help you. Now, our first person in the hot seat, let me see, are both of our hot seat people on? Because I would like to mute them. Danica and Doree, Miss D, let's see. Can you unmute them for me? Raina, are they on?
I see Doree said hi to you, so let me try to unmute her.
Okay. Welcome to the hot seat. So if you guys have a question, anything about your business that you're looking to get started, you can submit it now. I see Genevieve submitted, but I have Doree on. Miss D, how are you doing?
I'm good. Can you hear me, Alicia?
I can, loud and clear, loud and clear.
So like, I really wanted to, I'm so overwhelmed with all this stuff, but I've done some voiceover, so I really would like to get into like maybe doing voiceover commercials and doing voiceovers for like maybe wake up calls, whatever I can do to use my voice. I volunteer reading to the blind and just practice reading all the time. So just trying to do something like that. And then also at my church, I do a lot of I'm just in ministry, but I really want to get into, I don't want to preach or anything like that, but I really want to get into like inspirational ministry for women, like small little snippet books or something like that. But can you help me with the voiceover stuff? Because I think that's where I can pick up and start the fastest. And so I'm taking all of your classes. I'm one of your freelance geniuses, and I've bought almost everything. I think I have no idea, but it's just so much. So tell me where I should start, and then like I guess I can kind of go from there. But I'm all over the place. I need to reel myself.
Sure. First, take a deep breath and let's make sure that we can hear you. Deep breath in and out.
Yes. Okay. Can you hear me?
We need to hear you.
Okay.
Just take a deep breath in and a deep breath out.
Okay. I did. Thank you.
Okay, good. So the exciting thing about you, and I think that you're feeling this, is that there's so much that you can do. It's like, oh my God, what do I do? There's so much I can do. And it's pretty exciting because there is so much you can do. So just remember that, being your own boss and being this online entrepreneur it's a lifelong journey for you. This is my 22nd year working for myself. So you're going to evolve. You might start off doing something, today, but 3 months from now, your business has grown and expanded, and it can keep growing and expanding. So I say that in just knowing that, and I can hear it, that you're someone who's definitely going to continue to grow in so many different ways. Do you agree with me on that?
For sure, yes.
Okay. So you want to start off doing voiceover. So the thing about voiceover, you have a great voice, and there's so many things that you can do in voiceover. We were talking about this on Freelancing Genius office hours today, in that there's been quite a few people who have made headlines because they've made $1 million doing voiceover on Fiverr. So for those of you that weren't on office hours today, $1 million on Fiverr with voiceover. If you just Google it, you're gonna find this dad made $1.5 million on Fiverr with his simple side hustle, and his side hustle is doing voiceover, right? So a voiceover, and he started off with a church project for $10. So even if you're gonna focus on voiceover, you can also set up your gigs that I will do voiceover for your animated videos. I will do voiceover for your church projects. I will do voiceover for your a voicemail, right? Which is a really good one. So there's a bunch of different ways that you can pull out voiceover. Let me just find this lady who's done it. This
Now,
lady talks about how she made $10,000. Yeah.
no, I was just going to say, I do have a job coming up doing voicemail for a small insurance company, which I'm excited about. I'm not sure how to build them, but that is coming up next month, doing all of their prompts.
Okay.
And,
Awesome. And where did you get this insurance company from? Is it somebody you know?
yes, yes. So it's
Okay,
kind of like a
that's fantastic.
referral, kind of word of mouth referral. Yes.
And you're not sure how much to charge them yet? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
How to bill them? Have you already given them a quote?
No. The young
Well,
lady is out of the
Uh-huh.
country, so whenever she comes back, she said we would reconvene, and so that would just give me time to kind of research to see what I should charge her.
Okay, sounds good. So one of the things that you could do is Google it and just remind me at the end, and we'll Google it to see how much people charge for doing your telephone voice prompts and stuff. There's companies that do it, and you can find their charges online.
Okay.
Yeah, and that can give you a basis of what people are charging in the marketplace. All right, so now we're at Fiverr, and we're just going to type in voiceover. Anybody else on here want to do voiceover as well? Type V in the chat if you're also a voiceover person and you're interested in getting into voiceover. I see Frankie is. Anybody else? So, do you already have equipment and the tools that you need
I
to
do.
do your voiceover?
I do. Yes.
Okay. And what type of microphone did you buy?
I bought a carotid. I bought a Give me just one second. I actually bought it's called a bull carotid microphone, a cord microphone, yes. And what else? And then I have my stand with my microphone that I'm using.
Okay.
And I have a small room, but I'm moving it into my closet because there's just too much echo. And in my closet, there's more closet space, or there's more space, plus it's carpeted. And so the only thing that I just need to do is just kind of pad my door. So that makes a very good soundproof room for me. Because I used to do radio. So at least I know some of what I need to look for in sound and acoustic and things of that sort. So it kind of deadened the sound in the room.
Okay, I love that. I love that. So for those of you who don't have a microphone, I've got some options up on the screen. This company, FI Fine, I use them. I have a Shure mic. I'm not using it right now, but I have a mic that's called Shure, SHURE. M7 is my mic. And then the blue mic is also a good mic. It just depends on your budget and how much you're willing to spend on it. Joan says that I'm going in and out. Am I going in and out in my audio for anybody else?
A little bit, but it's okay. Yeah.
A little bit, but it's okay. So I'm just going to keep my eye on it. A lot of people are saying yes, because I can actually switch to my phone audio. Hang on one second. So give me 30 seconds and I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to switch to my phone audio. Raina, are you there?
I am here, but I find that you're fine to me. There's no in and out for me.
There's no in and out for me. There's no in and out for me either.
Yeah. Is there anybody else out there that's having the same issue?
Huh. All right, let me keep going then. And if you ladies hear a problem, you let me know and I'll switch my audio. Okay, Raina and April?
Okay, will do.
Okay.
Cara says, fine, no issue. Okay, not for me, Robert says, okay. All right, so microphone recommendations, the blue snowball mic. The next microphone would be FINE. So this is the fine condenser USB microphone. Does this come with the whole kit? It looks like it. I have the adjustable stand and everything. So this one is actually a really good deal at $50. Like, that is a really good deal. And they've got a coupon right now. You can see it's Amazon's Choice for Find Mic. Let me put this one in the chat because I really do believe that's a good deal for a mic right there. And then I have the Shure M7. This is definitely pricier. We're now up to $300. Looks like this one is on sale for $219. But then you have to buy the stands and everything else. I will put this one in the chat box as well. So there are the mic recommendations. As far as for audio editing tools, I like Audacity by SoundForge.
I use Audacity.
You use Audacity, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Here's the Audacity download, and Audacity is free. Yeah, it is free to use, and it is a good tool to use. I'm on a Mac, so I use GarageBand. So I'm just gonna write that in, Mac, GarageBand, and I love it. So if you have a Mac, you use GarageBand. Okay, so back to Fiverr. Now there's a ton of people that are doing voiceover on Fiverr, and you're gonna find that the prices are gonna vary from $5 to $500. Like, so the pricing on voiceover really varies. You're gonna see that the people charging the less or the least amount are the people that are just starting and trying to build up their reviews, and that sort of thing. And then some people just keep their prices low just to build their customer base. So let me pick someone here, a bunch of different Fiverr pros. Here we go. All right, so she said, I will produce your US English voiceover with warm authority. Interesting on the warm authority, but she has 414 reviews, one order in queue, $25, and 2 days delivery. Let's listen to some of hers. Let me turn up my mic. All right, it's not playing.
This family is learning about nutrition together. Sharday McClure is a native of Greenville, Mississippi in the Delta and serves kids in Leland, Mississippi, a small countryside.
So one of the things that you need to start off with, Dee, is that you need to start building your portfolio. Have you put together any sample work?
I do have some, but I haven't put it together, so I could start doing that, putting it together, putting all my sample work together.
So one of the things that you could do is get a sample script. This is thevoices.com. I'm going to put this in the chat box. Here you go.
Excuse me, Alicia.
So,
Alicia,
yeah.
you can go ahead and switch your mic out because it is breaking up some, and I see someone just said they can't hear you.
Okay, hang on. So I will. All right, let me switch to my phone for just a minute. It'll take me a minute to call in on my phone, so give me a sec.
Hang on, everybody.
April, maybe you can sing a song, like a waiting song for everybody.
Oh gosh. You know, I used to sing a long time ago, and then I caught bronchitis really bad.
Oh, okay. She's coming on. But if anybody has any questions and you didn't get a chance to fill out our hot seat form, go ahead and put them in the chat and Alicia will get to you, okay?
Thank you, Raina. Thank you, April. Can you guys hear me better now?
Yes.
Okay. I am actually in one of the houses that I'm flipping. So I brought my laptop and I'm tethering. I was doing some work over here in the middle of the day. So that could be a reason why. So what I was saying, Dee, is that you need to start building your samples. So build the samples for your business because people, you know, they need to hear your voice and your samples, just like that lady had some samples. Now, she has samples in her portfolio from client work, obviously, but you could just find a sample script from a retailer, like a retailer's commercial script, and just read it. So let me go down to a 15-second script right here so you can see it on my phone. And so you're just going to read it. What do your mornings look like? What do they sound like? The mashup is a voice-activated blender that lists off, so you're just going to read it out. And they even show samples of other people reading it out. And that's how you're going to build your portfolio, or even that, first video that you put up here should have your voiceover samples in it. So samples are the most important thing to do when setting up your gig. I can't believe it. There's so many people that upload their voiceover gig and have 0 samples. And it just blows my mind. I'm like, how can you have 0 samples? So people need to hear your voice. So that's the first thing that you want to do. Look for people that have amazing ratings and see how they also have set up their services here on Fiverr for voiceover. I love how she put on here what she specializes in. So that's a really good one as well. Let's go back to Fiverr and find another person. Let me go back to the top here. So this guy, it's a male, but we'll shout him out. So this guy charges $200. The other thing to pay attention to is that in voiceover, how you price is based on the word count. So he's charging for $100. For 100 words, he's charging $200. And when you set up your gig, Fiverr will walk you through this. Now, if somebody has 300 words, you can see it's going to cost $240. So the price raises. So when you set up your voiceover gig, Fiverr is going to say, how much extra are you going to charge per how many words? You tell it, and that's how it ends up here. So just spend a little bit of time studying what other, top rated sellers are doing. This lady has over 1,000 reviews here, and it says people are coming back. This seller has many repeat buyers, so you know that she's doing it right. And you can see what she's doing. What does her intro video look like here on Fiverr? What does she talk about, right? So just look at what she's doing, and that's always the easiest way to get started. Oh, sorry, that's my speaker on my computer. Let's see. So if you don't know, Joan says, what if you're starting out in voiceovers and don't know where to start or specialize in? Look for other people and look at what they're doing and use them as your model. So this lady, Victoria, she's just saying, I'll record a natural, professional, American female voiceover. If that's not generic, that is so generic, but it's her samples of her work that are going to get people to sign up for her service. And then, of course, what she's saying about the service there. Okay. So let's see. Let me go. What was your other voiceover question? So Fiverr is a great way to get started and build your portfolio. And then there's also sites like voices.com. And this is a site where people post a project and then they can hire you and you can bid on the project. I tell people get started on Fiverr before you go over to these other sites. But when you start going to voices.com, you're going to get more corporations hiring you and that sort of stuff. Also, you have a passion for ministry.
Yes.
Yeah, so voiceover for church. I've done voiceovers for church for like their gospel concerts, fish fries. They'll give me a flyer and I'll take that flyer and turn it into I'm trying to think of where it is. I'd have to look for it and turn it into just a video or a voiceover that they can use to promote their service. So here's some people that are doing voiceovers for, I will record a church or religious announcement. I will be your Christian narrator for church events. I will record a male voiceover for Christian meditation or church. So you can just see what other people are doing again and use that as your motivation. Now, as someone who does voiceover and also has this passion for Christian ministry, I want to see what your social media channels look like. What social media channel are you most active on?
The one that I'm most active on right now is just Facebook. So I've
It's
never, right. So I haven't
Facebook.
done, and so every once in a while I'll do like inspirational quotes, things of that sort. I just did one the other night. And I'm trying to think of like a tag that I can use that can kind of tie into like my, the business name that I'm going to create, because I haven't even created a business name yet or anything like that. But I have a few,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, now is the perfect time to set up your Instagram, your TikTok, your YouTube channel, your Facebook business page, and your LinkedIn. And,
And so
you
you
know,
really think I should do all of those?
I mean, whichever ones you find that you're most passionate about.
Okay.
If I were you starting off, I would definitely start off with LinkedIn and your Facebook business page. And then you can think about what other platforms are your target market, women in Christian ministry. What other platforms are they on, right?
You know, it
But
just,
but
right.
right. And here's the thing. For example, when I create a 60-second reel, I'll create one reel and I will upload it to Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, TikTok Reels, Pinterest Idea Pin, YouTube Shorts, which one am I? TikTok, right? That same piece of content to all of those platforms. So it's not that you have to create a new piece of content for all those platforms. And maybe next week or in the upcoming weeks, I'll show you guys what scheduling tool we're using to also schedule your social media posts out there. But, you know, the next person that has a question, it's about traffic, and your best source of generating free organic traffic and building your brand is social media. So I can tell you're a person who is not afraid to, you know, turn on your phone and talk into your phone for a minute and upload that to social media to build your business and your brand. Am I right?
Oh,
That's what,
absolutely. Yes. I
yeah,
have no
that's what
problem. Yeah.
that's what I'm hearing. So you will do well, because when you can use social media to build your business and your brand, you know, it'll be amazing. So I took a day, Tuesday, and I recorded, 35 reels. And all of the reels at the end, I do a call to action to go to freelancinggenius.com to watch my free workshop and get a copy of my free book. So imagine if you set up your web page, or you probably will need a web page in the future, but for now you can even point people to your Instagram or wherever you want to point them, or tell them to just inbox you, send you a DM. But you're giving a 1-minute tip. So you give the 1-minute tip and you say something like, if you're looking to drive more, or let me see, if you're looking to keep customers on your webpage longer, you need an animated video with attention-grabbing voiceover. So you're giving a tip, and then at the end you're going to say, if you're looking for a voiceover expert, I'm your girl, inbox me, and let's talk about your project and how I can help you to get more customers by blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? By voicing your message. So, give tips, have a call to action, have them DM you, and you'll find that your business will grow that way as well. And then
Okay.
there's been a lot of, as you grow your brand, there's been quite an uptake in the Christian women course community type of membership. So spend a minute and really think about, what is it that you want to teach, and how can you organize that into a course and into a membership and start to build a community around it. And I would recommend by starting off with a Facebook group. So you could put, like, Christian women of faith. That's kind of the same thing, but whatever. And then you
Okay.
set up a Facebook group and you start putting all your friends, women and it'll start growing naturally. And because you've got a great voice and you're not afraid to be on camera, pre-record a whole bunch of, I don't want to say sermons, but it could just be a quick tip, or you could just quote a scripture or
Right.
something, right?
Okay. So
So
yeah, I could do that. Yeah,
yeah. And
absolutely.
then start to build that community and just build it for free and just say something like, what is the Proverbs 31 woman? And you just go through it, and then everybody, you ask them in the comment below and let me know if, this embodies who you are as a woman. And they start commenting and they invite their friends and they have the conversation. And now you're building that community. And when you are ready, now you're going to charge them to get on your Zoom calls that you have once a week and, that sort of thing. And you can really build that type of community. And I want you to really go for it.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very
Okay?
much. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. You are welcome. Raina, is our next person on? Is Danica on?
She is, but she doesn't have a mic.
Okay, that's okay. You can just, I can just go through Danica's question then. And Danica, you can just
I think I got the
type
right
to us.
person. Let me see.
Danica S.
No, I'm confused with someone else. I don't think it's I asked, and I'm sure. Let me see. I don't see her.
I don't see her
I thought it
on
was
here.
Genevieve, but it's not.
No, okay.
But Genevieve has a question, and there's several other questions.
Yes, all right. Let me scroll back up to the question. So can you unmute Genevieve?
No, Genevieve is the one without the mic.
Oh, okay, that's okay. So Genevieve says, I'm teaching myself transcription. I find I would prefer to mechanically transcribe. I'm having a hard time understanding why you would need to download Temi, transcribe, Word document. Is there a more effective way to figure this out? Yes. So I don't think I'm logged into Temi. There's a bunch of tools like this, but this one, I thought I'd be logged in. This is one of my favorites, and it's called Otter, OTTER.ai, same as Temi. So someone sends you a file to transcribe. In my account, I have so much. Let me try to log in really quickly. Going to Chrome to do that. Google Chrome. In my account, you'll see that there are hundreds and hundreds of transcripts in my account. So we take an audio, we upload it to Otter, it mechanically transcribes it, and then we go through and clean it up. In order to deliver it to the client, it has to be in a doc format. So we put it in, I usually do Google Docs because, it connects it to my Grammarly account. I can, do spelling and punctuation better and all that good stuff. So let's see. Okay. So I'm having trouble getting into Otter, but hang on one second, refreshing the page. All right, here we go. You guys can't see it because I have paused my screen. Otter also has 600 minutes of audio transcription for free with your Otter account. Come on, Otter. Yay, I'm in. Is this my account with all my stuff in it? Let's see. Yes. All right. So I'm going to share a different screen. Let's go over to Google Chrome. And Genevieve, you should see that I am logged into Otter. So this is Otter.ai. Cara says Otter.ai is amazing. I use it all the time. Yes, I use it all the time too. So here's my team. They're uploading my transcript to Otter. And then what they do with this is how they can now put these words on my my reels and my shorts because they need to get it transcribed first. So that's what you're seeing with all these WhatsApp. Let me see if I can find a client's transcript. This is one of my YouTube videos. So basically, you're going to upload the audio to Otter. Hang on one second. So you're going to upload it to Otter, and then you can press play. And oh, sorry, I see what's going on because I'm on the phone. It's not going to play out loud, but you can press play here, and then it's going to play the audio, and as it goes along, you can see if there are any errors, right, as you go along. And these are just big paragraphs. You're going to have to break them up to, to have better paragraphs. But this is a video that is 5 minutes and 55 seconds long, completely transcribed. You can definitely edit it as well. And then, you know, if you're going to share it with any of your members, you know, on your team or whatever, you can share it as well. Let me get out of there. And then when you download it and you're going to put it into a Word doc, that's how you're going to hand it back to your client. So let me just make sure I have answered your questions, Genevieve. You're teaching it to yourself. All right. So what you're having a hard time with is understanding why you need to put it in Temi or OTranscribe and then into a Word document. So the reason why you're uploading it to, in this case, we're using Otter. The reason you're uploading it into Otter is because the machine will transcribe it. And then the reason you're putting it in a Word doc is for your client to receive it. Cara, do you have any other tips since you're using Otter all the time? Do you have any other tips? Am I missing anything? Nope. Let me stop that from playing. Let's see if you guys have any other questions. Anybody else have any other questions on transcription? No other questions on transcription. And so let me just go back to my Otter account here and all my conversations. So you can import just by when you're in it's called My Conversations. You click on import and you can import an audio or a video. So let's see what I have on my computer, if I have anything. All right, here's a video. So I'm uploading a video and then it's going to transcribe that video for me. And then, you know, just like how you saw, I'm actually not going to upload it just because it's going to take up my internet, but that's really how you do it. If you want to record here too, you can press here, record. It would use your microphone and you can record right into Otter. So let me see if I've given. Cara says, sometimes if the video won't upload to transcribe, I just play it on my laptop and it will transcribe just fine. I transcribe webinars for doctors. Cara, how long have you been doing this? And how did you get your first clients? So, you know, this is a great thing too. Like in Cara doing transcription, she's focusing on doctors. So as she's looking to get new clients, she can post directly on Fiverr. A special thing, I will transcribe your medical meeting. And she can put in there, I specialize in transcribing for doctors. I've transcribed over 100 transcripts for doctors, you know. She said 1 year for doctors, and it was a referral from another client, and she also does legal as well. Awesome, Cara. And she says, I use Otter to make the first run through of the audio. It gets it done quickly and saves you time, so you only have to do the cleanup. That's right. Okay. All right. So I think, Genevieve, you have any other questions? Type if you do have any other questions. Cara, thank you so much for just sharing that. Cara, can you type your phone number in? And Raina, would you just take that for me? I'd like to bring Cara on one day just to show people what she does. Let's see. All right. Now I'm going to go back up to see if anybody else has any other questions. Frankie, you had the same voiceover question. So, all right. Anybody else have any other questions? Anyone else have a question that we can answer? Since Danica didn't make it on, I'm actually going to go over Danica's question really quickly, and then Danica can listen to the replay because Danica's question is a good one. And let's see, for those of you who are marketers on here, and there's quite a few of you who are already pretty advanced or intermediate, I'd like to know how you would answer her question as well. Danica says, I would like to know how to generate enough traffic to my business using some free tools. So she wants to get organic traffic to her business. Now, we don't know what her business is, so that's kind of up in the air. But what do you think I will say to Danica? Well, I would say start off with social media. Just like I told Dee, social media is such a powerful tool. It does take work though, but there's a lot of it that you can also outsource and tools that you can use to schedule social media posting. But for the easiest advice, it's social media, especially if you want to use free tools. And it really is spending time every single day promoting yourself and your business. If you want to get interested in your business, be active in social media. I get requests to speak at events and all sorts of things, buy my course all the time, just from what I'm posting on social media. You never know what's going to get shared. You never know. So talk about your business on social media. So what if you're Cara and you're like, well, I do transcription for doctors. What am I going to talk about? Cara can talk about a whole bunch of things. So let's say Cara is just going to make a 60-minute reel. And first of all, Cara, do you do any social media to build your business? All right. Do you do any social media to do your business? So Cara could, as she's talking about transcription, she could say, let's not do for doctors. She also does legal, but she could say, how to repurpose your podcast. And let's say it's 3 ways to repurpose your podcast. So she'll say, okay, first of all, you need to transcribe your podcast. Then when you've got the transcript, edit it. That's step number 2. And step number 3, take that transcript and create an article, a blog post, social media post. You can cut it up into 100 different ways. Just from one podcast that's an hour in length, you could have, on average, 5 blog posts, 22 social media posts. You know what I mean? So now at the end, she's like, if you're a creator looking to do this, contact me. I specialize in transcription and helping creators like you repurpose your content, right? So that's what Kara would say. Kara said, no. But yeah, today I talked about an office hours for Freelancing Genius for those of you who are part of it. If you're not in Freelancing Genius and want to check it out, I do have a webinar that you can attend. Raina, if you would put the link in for me, I'd appreciate it. So we have, you can go to freelancinggenius.com and check it out. I know I talk about it all the time. It's our flagship program. So if you're not in it, I'm going to give you the opportunity to check it out. And if you have any questions, you can always ask us. So yeah, Cara said she needs to get networking and get her social media pumped to start promoting myself. Listen, you guys, you might think of yourself, some of you are just freelancers. You're like, I'm just a freelancer. But no, you're a business and a brand. Don't ever think of yourself as just a freelancer. Remember, you are a business, you are a brand. So as using Cara as the example, whatever she's going to call her company, Transcription 911, I don't know. But, she is always talking about her company. She has business cards for her company. Anywhere she goes, she is talking about her business and what she does. She has joined her local chamber and told other businesses what she does. And as she continues to expand her business, I'd recommend, Cara, that you set up something called Cara's Solutions or whatever, and then you do, transcription within that business, because you could do so much more. Even if you don't do the work yourself and outsource it, transcription leads to so much more, getting articles done and press releases and, repurposing that content a million different ways. You could be a consultant to content creators. So it goes down this huge hole of money. So yeah, does that make sense? So Raina, you can answer Teresa's question, Teresa Richardson's question. You can type the answer to that one. All right, anybody else have a question? Cara says, yes, thank you. So, all of you, even if you're not sure who you are as an entrepreneur yet, as you're building yourself, really every day, take a minute or block it, which is what I do, but, take a minute to write on social media. And it could be something that you learned or something you're going to do different in your business. So Oh, Cherie, I see your question. So let's say Teresa's looking for something to post today, and Teresa says on her social media, I just want to put myself out there today and be accountable. One thing that I learned in my coaching class today was that I need to be networking more. Your network is your net worth, and that's something that I've fallen short of doing in my business and for my business. If you guys don't know what business I have, I help whatever Teresa does. I help content creators to turn their content into voiceover video. And she goes on and on. She's like, so as I network, if you know somebody I should be networking with, please let me know in the comments below or inbox me. Here's to putting myself and my business out there. Thank you. That's it. Like, that's a quick post, and it's a picture of her that she just took, a selfie picture of her that she just took. If you're not pushing and promoting your business, who's going to be? I mean, I'm going to do the best I can to push and promote you, but you have to do that. 80% of your time every single day should be spent on marketing your business and setting up your brand. 80% of your working on your business time, right? So make sure that you are doing something every day to push your business forward, every day to market your business and brand, right? Every single day. And you will find that if you ask other people for help or their feedback or to connect you with people, you will get it. But you have to ask for it. You have to put yourself out there. You have to tell people what you do. Don't expect everybody to magically know what's on your mind or magically know about your business. Talk about it. Scream it from the rooftop. Scream it. Cherie says, what scheduling tools do you use? Cherie, I'm going to do that in a separate session because we use a few scheduling tools. So I need to talk to Lorette and just kind of hone in on what's the best recommendation for you guys. So stay tuned and we will let you know. Marjorie, I'm not sure what you're saying. Raina, can you see if you know what Marjorie is saying for me, please? All right. Let's see. How long to build a voice that's compelling to get jobs coming my way? How long to build a voice? So are you saying to build your voice, Frankie, like with practice? It just depends. It depends on who you are and how much practice you think you need. But you'll be surprised. Go to Fiverr, type in male voiceover, and you're going to hear men with all types of voices, inflections. And so you might not need too much practice. But one of the things to do is to just, you know, if you go to that same site that I sent Dee to, they have sample voiceovers on there. Listen to that voiceover and model yours after it and start to build your portfolio. But if voiceover is something that you like and you want to do, then you just have to put yourself out there with it. What type of voice training do I need to improve my voice? So I don't know what improvements you think you need. Frankie, do you want to unmute your mic so I can hear your voice, so we can all hear your voice? No problem, Teresa. Teresa says still a newbie. You know, the way to not be a newbie anymore is to keep learning, keep coming on these sessions and start, you know, trying different stuff. Not everything you put out there is going to be a huge success. And you know what happens? A lot of people give up so easily. It's unbelievable. And if I'm talking to you, you've like given up on things in the past, guess what? It's through our failures that we learn the most. So if you've given up before, today is a new day and today is a new try. So go for it, right? Go for it. The only thing that could happen is that you might fail at it, but is it really failure or is it just a lesson that'll push you forward and make it even better the next time? You know, so we're not going to be successful the first time out. Not everybody's going to like what we have to offer. You might even get some refunds or upset customers, but isn't that what business is about? Right? So business is not always a smooth road. And anybody who tells you that business is a completely smooth road, they either are not in business themselves or they are not telling you the truth. It is not a smooth road and it is not an easy road. You might see some people in freelancing get started so quickly. It might seem so easy for them. And then for other people, it might take them 3 months before they get their first job. Everybody, is different. They have a different path. They have a different journey. So just don't give up and understand that it's for you. You will get there, but you can't quit. Just keep pushing. Just keep pushing. Raina, can you unmute Frankie if you haven't already? Or April? Frankie Ortiz? Okay, last call for questions while we wait for Frankie to be unmuted. If you have any other questions, type them into the chat. Jack says, these are great webinars for the information and motivation. Thank you, Jack. Jack, tell me more about what you do. I see you're active in the chat box. What do you do, or what are you looking to do? Hi, Frankie.
Hello, Alicia. This is Frankie. This is
How
my
are you
voice.
doing?
How does it sound?
It sounds fine. What are you worried about with your voice, Frankie?
No, I'm just curious. Maybe I need, I don't know. I've never done this before. Maybe I need some type of training to make it even better, to make it sound more compelling. I don't know.
Frankie, do you speak Spanish?
Sí, yo hablo español también.
All right. He said, yes, I speak Spanish as well. So because you also speak Spanish, put up for Spanish voiceovers. Would you feel more comfortable doing Spanish voiceovers?
I don't really do Spanish voice. I can speak it. I'm just not really good at it, because I just learned it from, from what I learned from my mom,
Okay. So one of the things that you could specialize in is that you will do a male voiceover with a Spanish accent, right? So now you're tapping into the whole market of, people who want maybe a commercial and they're looking for that male voice that has that Spanish accent. So we've got a lot of people in Jamaica that do voiceovers, and they do voiceovers in a Jamaican accent, and they are booked, right? And so they might do it for a drink company, a commercial, a travel agency. So, you never know where the opportunity might come, and see if you can tap into that niche.
How about voiceovers to do cartoon characters?
You could do that too. Let me hear a cartoon character. What you got? We're putting you on the spot, Frankie. Go.
Oh, this is Olive. Hello, Olive. Oh, go, 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 go.
Popeye, I could do
people,
Popeye.
You like to do Popeye. So then you put it up there. Put it up. You never know what's going to happen. You've just got to put yourself out there.
Yeah, that's the hardest part. When you've never done it before, you get kind of a little scared here and there,
I know. Are you in Freelancing Genius, Frankie?
No, I'm not.
Okay. You definitely need to look at getting into it. So, talk to us about getting into Freelancing Genius so you can get some training and our actual course on voiceover and really learn how to set yourself up properly. So watch the training and then send me an email. So if you look, Raina typed in the Freelancing Genius webinar in the chat box. Do you see it?
Yeah, I went. I clicked on it. I guess I'll check it out a little later.
Okay, check it out a little later, and then Raina, type our email address in there. So after you check it out, Frankie, email me and ask me any questions that you have. So I think some of the reason I asked you is because I think some of the reluctancy is just not knowing how to set up properly so that you can get customers and get found, and setting up everything and structuring yourself properly as a freelancer. So I want you to overcome that not knowing how to do it, because once you know how to do it, boom, now you're in business, right? And that's why we created Freelancing Genius, to help people to actually go through the steps and get the support that they need to actually get set up and start their business. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions, Frankie?
About anything?
Yeah, about anything.
Well, I'd like to know more about about more like about how to become more of a traffic expert. Like for example, knowing how to do media buying. Can you get in contact with people who know how to do media buying? I'd like to know more about that.
Okay, so you want us to find an expert in media buying. Okay, Raina, write that down. So any sort of ads or media buying, maybe Facebook ads. How many of you are interested in that as well? Would you just type ads in the chat box? So Frankie's saying, you know, he'd love for an expert to come on to really teach ads and media buying and that sort of thing. So if you would like that as well, let us know. So Raina, she does a great job going out and finding people who are experts. And let's see, Pamela says ads, Jack says ads, Jeree says me please. Who else? So thank you, Frankie. We will do that. I appreciate that.
Can I ask another question?
Sure.
Yes, I'd like to know more about like getting into the travel industry. Maybe you could find someone who's in the travel industry. So I like that also.
And what would you like to do in the travel industry? That's such a big industry. What are you thinking specifically?
Being a travel agent, perhaps?
Being a travel agent. Okay. All right. We will put that down on our list as well.
Or anything that has to do with travel. Let's put it that way.
Anything that has to do with travel. Okay, got it. Anybody else on the travel? Type travel in the chat if that is you. So thank you for those, Frankie.
You're welcome.
Okay. All right. Anybody else? Okay, I'm going to see if I have any other questions here. Jackie says I'm open to learning everything. Jackie, you're like me. Okay. Raina, can you get Marjorie's information and pass it to Mika? I'm going to give you Mika's info. So get Marjorie's info, just her phone number that you can pass to Mika. So Joanne says, good day, Alicia. I want to do Afrikaans voiceover, but I don't know where and what to do. Can I learn more about it? So we have a student on Fiverr who does this, or a few, but they got picked up by local radio stations, and they do segments and commercials for local radio stations. So let me see if they're still on here. So when you're doing voiceover, if you noticed, people were saying in the voiceover section, I will do British voiceover, I will do Canadian accent voiceover. So you want to, you know, look for people who are doing what you want to be doing, right? So here's somebody who does it, and just look at what they're doing. It's as simple as just putting it up and saying, you know, I will do voiceover with authentic South African or Afrikaans accent, right? So that's it. That's all you have to do. It's pretty simple that way, Joanne, yes? Tomasina, I want you to watch this class in the beginning because we talk about voiceovers and we go into detail with it in the very beginning of the class. So watch the replay for me, okay? So can you have a training for customer support and how to become a virtual assistant? Joanne, are you in Freelancing Genius? Why do I think you are? Or are you in IDA? Let me know, Joanne. So Sandra, you want to know about ads as well. Yvonne, travel industry, and Gwendolyn. Okay, Jack says, I'm trying to get my affiliate marketing going on Groove to save money, be more efficient. I need to use free sources of traffic to get going, but also have resources to pay for traffic, limited due to working full time. So in one of our courses, Insta Digital Agency, one of our students, Kevin Strite, let me try to find him on YouTube really quickly. What is his YouTube channel? I don't think that is him. Hang on, I have it in my WhatsApp because I WhatsApp with him. So what? I'm not going to find him, but Jack. So and this goes for anybody in affiliate marketing. And we talked about having a class in
Alicia,
affiliate.
it's
Yeah.
it's G2G community.
Just type that in the URL.
That should be, let me look for, because I'm part of his Facebook. So let me look for it and I'll share it with you, okay?
Okay. I'm looking for his YouTube, G2G community.
I mean,
okay, Raina's gonna look for it, but here's basically what he does, and this goes true for any affiliate program. So Kevin records how-to videos around the program that he's promoting as an affiliate, and he's got a ton on YouTube, like a ton, and he gets a lot of new customers this way. So if you're looking, and this is what most affiliate marketers do, affiliate marketing at its very core is find a product that you want to promote, drive traffic to that product, right? Somewhere in between, you can build a landing page and send traffic to the landing page before you send them to the product. You can build a list as well, and we can show that definitely on a Learning Tube session. I think Raina already has it written down on our list of things to teach, which would be affiliate marketing. But what can you, so for example, I'm an affiliate for a tool called Grammarly, and I love the tool. And I teach people how to use the tool, and then when they're convinced that it's amazing, they'll go sign up under me. So when you think about it with affiliate marketing, okay, if I'm going to get behind this product and promote it as an affiliate, how am I going to add value, show people how to use it and consume it so that they will buy from me? All right, Jack? That's the first step in affiliate marketing there. All right, Marjorie, we see your phone number. Raina, if you can pull that. So Joanne, there is a virtual assistant training. I don't know if there's a customer support one, but and the virtual assistant training is really long, so I might have to redo that one and make it shorter. So Joanne, I'm going to keep your question on tap to be answered maybe in the next Freelancing Genius office hours. All right. Yvonne said yes, affiliate marketing. Sandra, are you in one of our programs or you're interested in joining one of the programs, Sandra? I know you're saying you'd like to speak with a coach or someone in our office to help get you started, and that person would be April. So April, can you reply back and give Sandra your work number for me, please? Thank you, Cara. All right, we've got 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left, everybody. 2 minutes left. Oh, Raina just gave me this URL. Let me pull it up really quickly. We're talking about affiliate marketing. I was just giving an example of one of our students who's doing it really, really well. And shout out to him. One of the things that he challenged himself to do was 50 YouTube videos in 50 days. And when he was on day like 23, he told us, oh my gosh, I've got new signups. I have 10 new customers. Like, it was working. So make sure if this will ever pull up, you know, again, it's getting yourself out there, Denise, where would I watch or listen to the recording from last week on eBooks? So Denise, Raina can help you on that. Raina, can you help Denise, please, on the contacting someone? Sandra, you're in Freelancing Genius, so you need to meet with April. April, are you here? Can you give your phone number? Denise, you're welcome.
You wanted me to put it in the chat, or you wanted me to directly give it to him?
Either one, whatever you want to do, whatever's easier for you. Frankie says, how about getting an expert in personal development, how to be very productive? We do have an expert coming on. I think Raina just confirmed him for August 18th, Frankie, John Tallarico, and he's going to be teaching us He's an expert in personal development, so we do have him coming on. Pamela said April is the best, Sandra, so get ready for that. Okay. Raina, do you see Denise's email? Just making sure. So, was this Jack? So Jack, here's who I want you to find. Go to YouTube, look for Groove Tutorials. This is Kevin Stripe's account, and you can see all of the how-to videos that he's created. What happens is when he creates all these how-to videos, he is now the expert, right? And so people are drawn to him, and all that good stuff. So this is a very good way to really build your reputation. And as you build your reputation, you'll sell as an affiliate. Joan says John T is very good. Yes, he is very good. Denise, so Joan, write it down, August 18th, John. All right, Denise is taken care of. Frankie, yeah, we should do a Zoom. I think we'll do a Learning Tube Zoom party, and all turn on our cameras and have some fun. How many of you would love a Learning Tube Zoom party? If so, say party in the chat. Lorette and I talked about it before. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. And Raina, I think Denise needs a contact in their office as well. So April is a coach for Freelancing Genius. So if you're in Freelancing Genius, you should have all met with April when you first signed up. You got an email to do an onboarding session with April. If you have not had the chance to do an onboarding session with April, you can save her number and text her, she said, your name and what program you're with, and she will help you. Thank you, April. We love you. Okay, Zoom party. All right, everybody's saying they would love a Zoom party. So we'll plan a Learning Tube Zoom party. And would you like that in the day, like this time is 2 p.m., or would you like it at night, like a 7 or 8 p.m.? What is good for you guys, day or night? I'm on Eastern time, but like for Eastern Central people, U.S. people, day or night, what works for you? Night, day, night. Okay, everybody's saying it's like half and half right now. Somebody break the tie. Let us know, day or night for a Zoom party. So Denise and Raina, looks like you both are connected. Denise, if you need anything else, you can email Raina with our help desk. But I think, Raina, you've got Denise now. 2 p.m., late days, day and night, either one. Okay. So looks like it's half and half so far. If you want to put in your vote, make sure that you do it now. Everybody, I just want to say thank you so much for coming on today's hot seat session. Thanks to those of you who asked questions. Not only did your question help yourself, hopefully the answer helped yourself, but it also helped all of the other people that are on here listening. So we really appreciate you stepping up and saying, you know what, I'll raise my hand and I'll ask a question. We know that takes a little bit of courage, so thank you so much for stepping up. Thanks all of you for coming on today. I will see you next week on the Learning Tube. Remember to bring a friend. I'm not sure what session is next week. Raina, what are we doing next week? Do you remember off the top of your head?
We are actually working on that. We haven't made a final decision, but we are working on that.
Okay. So we'll let you guys know. I thought we had, but we'll let you guys know what's coming up next week. Just make sure you're here. If you love to learn, make sure that you're here. We love you guys. Thank you. Bye. A special shout out to Raina, who really put so much into the Learning Tube. She has 3 exciting experts coming to you in August. One is John Tallarico. We're going to talk about mindset and how he made $1 million in his group coaching program. That is August 18th. So make sure that you're there. Raina, what are the others that are coming up in August? Do you remember? One is about email marketing. I do know that. I think that might be the first week in August.
Yes, we have one for email marketing, and we have another one on the 25th for agency ads.
For agency ads. So that's ads like Facebook ads and stuff?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so she's already got somebody. So make sure August is going to be a pop-in month. Special shout out to Raina for putting everything together. Shout out to Lorette, April, who's on here as well, and you for showing up. Bye, everybody. Bye. Bye. Thank you.